Hey, this is Jamie at Useful Knowledge. Well, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade camping pipe burner. Now, I'm out here. I'm in my fire pit at home, and we're doing a dry run on this little camping pipe burner that I just made. And look at that breakfast that I just cooked. Okay, I'm going to try to talk you through everything you're going to need to build this pipe burner for camping. You're going to need a 2-foot piece of 3/4 inch black pipe. Not the galvanized, you need the black pipe. You need it threaded on both ends. Now you can find this just like this, already made up, at your big box hardware stores. You're going to need a 3/4 inch coupling, and you're going to need some nipples for each side. These nipples just screw in there. These are 3/4 inch nipples that are 2.5 inches long. Now you can get them longer. And one thing I've noticed about using these for pipe burners, this really helps out on the wind. If you're in a windy location, that helps your flame from actually going out, from being blown out from the wind. All right, on the other side, we've got a coupling and a plug. Now, some of my other videos, you may see me use a cap there, but I found in making pipe burners, this is a lot better for cleaning them out because you can get that plug out a lot easier then you can get a cap off once this thing gets hot. And after it's heated up and really rocked on for an hour or two, it's almost impossible to get those caps off. So that's one reason I went with the coupling and a plug. You're gonna need a number 57 brass orifice and a 3/8 inch by 1/8 inch bushing. And that orifice and the bushing are gonna go onto this T right here. We're going to drill a hole into that T. So segue to that, you're going to need a 1/2 inch drill bit and a 5/64 drill bit. Okay, I'm going to stop right here and tell you that I ended up not drilling out the orifice to 5/64, so you may not need that drill bit. Of course, a drill, you're going to need some type of square to mark your cuts, and I've got a silver Sharpie to do that. And you're going to need a grinder with a cutoff wheel in there to make your cuts. You're going to need a vise, and now for protection, you need some eye protection. I got my glasses there. Listen, it's not worth losing an eye while you're making a pipe burner, so just get you some glasses and put them on. And you're going to need some sleeves. And not shown here is I'm going to be wearing some leather gloves. That way I don't get any hot sparks onto my hands. Okay, the length of my griddle that I'm going to be heating up, and this is just a large griddle, is about 17 inches. So, and I really want a throat of at least 6 inches here to get that air and the gas mixed up good. So I'm going to mark 6 inches. All right. Now, what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to go every 1.5 inches and mark that. So it's 7.5, and then at 9, and then I'm just going to keep going all the way over until I get to the end. Okay, that gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 cuts to make. Okay, how deep do you want these cuts? Well, I don't want to get halfway through, because if you get over halfway through, basically this thing could just fall apart on you. All right, so I usually just cut out what I've got marked and get in there just enough that you're actually into the opening of your pipe. So we're just going to keep cutting. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to drill out this T. This is where my orifice is going to go, and the bushing to hold in the orifice. And I'm using a 1/2 inch drill bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drill that out. I've got it marked. And of course it's going to walk on me. Okay, and we are done drilling the 1/2-inch hole into the T. Now that's probably the most difficult part of it, because the big 1/2-inch bit really didn't want to go through there, but we're done. And now we're going to put in the bushing and the orifice. Okay, next we're going to install the orifice. Put it into our T. The bushing is going to hold it in place. All right. So that's what we're going to do now. And one of the most difficult things is holding that in place while you screw the orifice in. It just turns into a comedy of errors until you can kind of get it in place there. There we go. All right. And that's really all we need. It's just about hand tighten there. And that's ready to go onto the pipe. And we'll put the nipples back in there and finish this out and light it. Okay, all we're going to do now is screw that on. All right. That's on, you can see there. And then we're just going to put our coupling on down here. Oh, one more thing. One more thing I almost forgot. Dump out whatever's in there. You see that right there? Go ahead and get that out. All right, and we're going to put our plug in. You can hand tighten that one, and it's ready to go. See if I can back up and get the whole thing here. There we go. It is ready to rock. So I'll go get a gas line and we'll see how this does. Okay, we're about ready to fire this up. So what I've got connected to this is just a hose like you would put on a regular 20-pound propane bottle. It's got a regulator on it and a regular connection to a propane bottle. All right, so, but what I really want this to work off of is one of these green bottles, because you can carry these camping really easy versus carrying a big 20-pound propane tank. So what I did is I got this adapter, and I just bought this off of Amazon. This screws into this, all right, just like that. So that's going to screw in, and then it's going to go into the propane bottle. All right, now, if you don't do this right, your propane bottle will freeze up your regulator, all right? So this propane bottle, once we get this screwed on, has got to sit straight up and down for this to work. So we're going to try it now. Okay, all right, so we're going to set this straight up and down. It's just going to be over there. All right, I'm going to get a lighter. We're going to see what happens. All right, I hear it. All right, we're running. There we go. I'm going to go over here and turn off the light so you can see how it's running. See, it's absolutely working great off of this 1-pound propane bottle. Now what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to time and see how long it runs. And you can turn it up and down. It's got good adjustment on it, you see it. Turn it back down. So you're not going to run it too hot when you're up under a griddle. So that's got a lot of heat going right there. Okay, I want to zoom in close and show you what it's looking like. And this is at 37 minutes in. And if you've been watching the video, this is off the green propane bottle. It's really doing well. Okay, I'm at the end away from the Venturi. I got a little wind coming through. I've actually got the barn door open right now, so got a little wind coming through, so you'll see it move a little bit, but this thing is absolutely running great. It's been 40 minutes on this little green propane bottle. I really expect to get almost an hour. Okay, we are coming up on 1 hour. I want to show you this. 58 minutes, 39 seconds this thing has been running. All right, everything's good with the regulator. It's not froze up. Top of the bottle, not froze up. They've got some water on them just because it's stupid humid out here, and they're colder than the outside air because of the pressure going through them. All right, you can see right there the bottom of the bottle's freezing up, and that's most likely because it's about to run out. All right, people are going to ask, I've got a 30 psi regulator, but you can look there. There's no pressure really going through it. So if you've got a 10 psi regulator or a 20, try those first before you buy another hose with a regulator. All right, just show you the flame. It's doing really well, still doing well. We've got 30 seconds before it's 1 hour. Okay, we're 1 hour in. Everything's running fine. We are about to run out of gas though. I'm starting to see a little bit of flame movement and just some differences in color. So, but you can definitely cook breakfast or dinner using this propane burner and the griddle. And we're going to do that tomorrow. Okay, the next step, once we got this ready to go, is I need to hang it down below my grill that I'm going to be tying this up under, and it's going to be up under my griddle. So I think I want to get about 4.5 to 5 inches. We're going to try that first. So I'm just going to use a metal coat hanger, and I'm just going to cut this up and make a hanger out of it, or actually 2 hangers out of it. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. It's probably not going to be easy. Not too bad. And I'm going to take this right here. All right, now I think what I'm going to do at that point is I'm just going to round this off on this horn. Okay. And we've got a hanger. So we got one made. I got to bend this around. That took about 10 seconds. So I think this is actually going to work. I'm going to do the other side, and then we're going to go out and try it in the fire pit. All right, there's the other side. We're going to go cut right there. I'm going to do the same thing. Just tap that out here. All right. Yep. Okay. There's our 2 hangers, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my needle nose and I'm going to bend this around so it hangs on my grill. All right, I'm going to put it all together and show it to you, and then we're going to take it outside. Okay, here's our final product. There's my pipe burner, and I've got my coat hangers hanging the pipe burner down below the griddle, which is up here. So we're going to go try this out. I think I've got some ham, and I'm going to get some eggs, and we're going to give this a dry run on the fire pit right now. It's early in the morning, so why not? Okay, I'm out at my fire pit. I've got my grill. I've got my propane burner that I just built hanging down below. And there's my griddle. And I want to show you this. Here's the hose leading over to my little green propane bottle. Now obviously you don't have to have a hose that long, but I kind of like it. It gets it away from where I'm cooking and gives me some room. I think that's a 10-foot version. Now today should be interesting because we've got a pretty strong wind blowing out here, so it's gonna be a challenge for this little burner. We're gonna see how it does. Okay, like I said, we have pretty good wind out here today, so this might be a little challenge for this new camping pipe burner, but we're gonna light it and see what happens. May get a little yellow flame just because of the wind, but looks like it's burning pretty good. All right, gonna put the griddle on top. And now we wait till it warms up. So I will time it and let you know. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes and this thing is ready to cook on. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna cook some ham, and then I'm gonna cook some eggs and a piece of toast. Let's get the ham on. We'll let that cook a little bit and then we'll put the eggs on. Okay, there's my pipe burner. You can probably hear the wind howling all around me right now. Pipe burner only got blown out once, and that's when we had a really strong gust of wind come through. So had to relight it once. But look at that. There's my breakfast. I got my eggs, my toast, and my ham. And you know, I'm really happy with it. What would I change? When I actually go camping with this, I think I'm gonna bring the hanger up about 1 inch. I think that's gonna do it. I think I was just a little bit too far down to cook as hot as I wanted to, but I'm really happy with this. There's my toast. Yeah, it's starting to brown up. So, yep. I'm very, very happy with this little camping pipe burner. Okay, so we hope you gained some useful knowledge on how easy it is to make your own homemade camping pipe burner. Thanks for watching.